Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? You just watched it recently. I know you're not in the cult of Die Hard, but as a as someone who's like, I think especially around the time of the internet, the whole Die Hard Christmas movie cult has really kind of sprung from that. Do you consider it so? I personally do not. What do you think?
Ironically, I just had this conversation on a local radio station just a few hours before
Well,
you and I
it's
turned the
the
mics
season,
on.
right? So yeah,
It is a season. I will say that the conversation slash debate about it is part of the Christmas season. It is a as traditional as eggnog and mistletoe and the Christmas tree. It's not something that I watch every year as a Christmas favorite, but you know what? If there are so many people out there who cling to it, who discuss it, who love it, who mention it this time of the year, then it is. I think the people have spoken. I think that's the ultimate arbiter.
I just gotta say though that if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, then Lethal Weapon has to be a Christmas movie as well because that's movie set in Christmas as well. I mean, there's a
Yeah,
freaking scene where an undercover Mel Gibson as Riggs is doing a cocaine deal within a bunch of Christmas trees. There's a line where the guy says, "I tell you what, I give you any Christmas tree and a lot." It's like that's a whole kind of thing about it. So if one is in, then the other has to be in as well, right? So next one is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Of course. And to me, that's such a debate that's kind of been overplayed at this point. It's always been a Christmas movie. You don't have to only watch it at Christmas. It came out in the summertime, but a lot of Christmas movies are like that, like Batman
They
Forever. I
do.
think you can watch Die Hard any time of year, but it's certainly a Christmas movie. And it even has a very Christmassy message to it.
See, I can't get on that bandwagon. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's something about whenever I watched it, I never thought, oh, this is a Christmas movie. I mean, I thought it was a movie set during Christmas, but I never thought it as a Christmas movie.
Now, to me,
And it
well, I don't think it was intended to be a Christmas movie, though.
no,
That's the thing. I think it became a Christmas movie, but I know that the intention was never to make it a Christmas movie. I think by people, though, the audience is the ultimate decider of these things. And I think it's not only is it a Christmas movie, I think it's probably the Christmas movie.
a controversial one. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
I know
I'm
you
just going
love
to go
it.
on record because I said it several times. I've said no, just to let you
You
know.
said
So
no.
I'm
Yes,
I'm, I'm in a no camp.
I know. Oh man, I love you because I've heard you speak on this one. I know exactly where you're coming from. And the thing is I am going to go down the other path. I actually argue the fact that it is a Christmas movie, mainly because of it. It is one that really kind of gets us into, and it's just a fun one to talk about as far as seeing Bruce Willis being as a Christmas film. I know it's just a action film that happened to occur in the Christmas genre. It's not necessarily specifically to Christmas itself, but it's still fun to kind of add that into the mix, especially when you see a lot of the different choices when it comes to Christmas movies. So I'm going to actually sit on the other side of the fence on that one with you and say, yes, I think the Die Hard is a
But
Christmas movie.
if you're going to go down that path, though, if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, then Lethal Weapon has to be one as well, right?
That's right. I
I mean,
love
it
it.
has to. I
It
mean,
has to be.
there's jingle bells in the theme. They're having a jujitsu. Gary Busey and Mel Gibson having a jujitsu fight with Christmas lights
I
in the
mean,
background at the end. Come on, I mean, it's got to be. Then there has to.
there you
You
go.
can't take one without the other.
Anytime you can include Lethal Weapon in the conversation, I'm always for it because these
Yeah.
are ridiculous films from an era when filmmaking was a very different time, and the
Oh yeah.
hair and all the different things as far as how they were doing it. But there's just still so much fun, and that's what I enjoy about not only Die Hard but also Lethal Weapon. At least the original one was just, it was what it was. They didn't really try to make it. It's like, kind of like going back and seeing Beverly Hills Cop again. It's like, oh
Mm.
my goodness, these are just those classic kind of 80s kind of films that have their place. They have their place, that's for sure. So I'll be willing to put Lethal Weapon on the list for Christmas movies if you want me to do that.
Okay. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes, of course it's a Christmas movie. It's got the mall Santa, it's got Christmas presents, it's got the Christmas music. So it takes place on Christmas. Yes, Die Hard is it's a Christmas action film. It was really funny. 20th Century Fox, before they got bought out by Disney, they actually did a Christmas trailer for Die Hard,
Right.
and I thought it was hilarious. Like they even got they got a narrator who sounded like he was right out of the 90s to narrate it. It was really funny. So yes, I consider it a Christmas movie. Like Batman Returns, I consider Batman Returns a Christmas movie.
See, I think I'm just like the only one on the island and just sticking to no. I really am. I mean, if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, that means Lethal Weapon has to be a Christmas movie as well, right?
Oh, show me the lie. I mean, that's I for me, I have a really low bar on what constitutes a Christmas movie. So
Right.
that could be that could be the issue there. Because like I made a list on my own website, 10 top 10 odd Christmas movies, and Batman Returns, Iron Man 3 was on there. So that was
Right.
kind of a fun list to make. But yeah, like I said, my bar is really low. If there's a mall Santa, okay, it's probably a Christmas movie.
Die Hard, a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I'm there's that whole thing where it takes place, or it does have a lot of Christmas elements into
Right.
it. And I think if you want it to be a Christmas movie, if you want to show it at Christmas, then go ahead and show it at Christmas. I mean, Gremlins is a Christmas movie. So it's I think that sure, it's a movie that revolves around Christmas, and it's just about as much Christmas as any of the Hallmark Channel movies that revolve around Christmas. So why not? I think if you want it to be a Christmas movie, then it's a Christmas movie.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes.
I'm the only one who says no, I think. Well, on that context, if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, does Lethal Weapon become a Christmas movie as well? Because Lethal Weapon is also based in Christmas. I mean, at the end of the film, Gary Busey and Mel Gibson are, doing the doing jiu-jitsu fight with around Christmas trees and everything else in the film.
I think under that criteria, then it does qualify as a Christmas movie. Yes, I don't think of it as a Christmas movie, but I think that if Die Hard is, then Lethal Weapon, you could argue, is as well.
It's such a fascinating topic, that one.
Die Hard is the great time of year to watch Die Hard.
So I ask people all the time, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Now, I'm going to alter this a little bit because I'm talking to Steven Scarlatta here, and we love shark movies here. Jaws the Revenge is based during Christmas. In fact, the first kill at the start of the movie happens with like Christmas pageantry in the background and music and such like that. So is Jaws the Revenge a Christmas movie, Steven?
Well, to set it up, I think Batman. I think Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I'm one of those people because it takes place during Christmas. Takes place during Christmas. It's a Christmas movie. I'll say that for a fact. I think Die Hard is a Christmas movie. And now I watch it like every Christmas because it's always on cable or on TV. Jaws the Revenge is a tough one because that opening is during Christmas. I think that's one of the best death scenes in the Jaws franchise, is that opening death scene of that movie. It's really chilling. It's a very chilling death scene. It's a character you've grown up with, and it happens not during the summer, it's during the winter, during Christmas, which makes it something a little bit more creepier about it at night. And you hear the carolers in the back. He gets tortured during that scene. It's a very traumatic, horrible, like, death scene, man. Then they go to the Bahamas, and you get maybe one Christmas song, and then the Christmas thing kind of fades away from it. So it's a tough question because sometimes I would probably say it's a Christmas movie and sometimes I will say it's not. I don't think it's 100% a Christmas movie. But then again, there's that movie with Elliot Gould and fighting that Santa. What's it called? The Silent Partner. Some people consider that a Christmas movie, and Christmas is only in the beginning of that movie. And so, like Jaws Revenge, Christmas is only kind of in the beginning, then it disappears. So I guess it depends, like, because there's those movies that take place in high school, like Fast Times at Ridgemont High, where there's a Christmas scene in the middle of the movie, but it's not a Christmas movie, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm rambling on. I think at this moment right now, I'll probably say maybe it's not a Christmas movie, 100%.
If
Maybe.
I can make a little case as to why it could be,
Okay.
Christmas movies sometimes need a miracle. You need a Christmas miracle for a Christmas movie. Jaws the Revenge, Michael Caine comes out of the water and he's dry. If that's not a Christmas miracle, I don't know what is, Stephen. So maybe
you're
that
right.
can go in the positive.
Yeah. I always, and also Michael Caine is named as Hoagie. He's named after a sandwich and he doesn't get eaten. So there you go. There's another Christmas miracle. And the other Christmas miracle in the TV version, Mario Van Peebles survives, you know?
Is that right? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So maybe it is a Christmas. Maybe you talked me into it. All right. It's a Christmas movie.
I got one here, and I asked everyone this question, and I'm really curious about your answer is. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yeah. I can't imagine why it's not a Christmas movie. It's during Christmas time and there's Christmas trees. Isn't there even Christmas music in it too, I believe? Yeah. Of course.
So in that context, then, if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, then Lethal Weapon could also be described as a Christmas movie.
Man, I haven't seen Lethal Weapon in a long time. Are there references to Christmas in Lethal Weapon?
It's set in Christmas.
Yeah,
There's
then
Christmas
yeah.
music. Don't forget Lethal Riggs, Martin Riggs is fighting coke dealers in a tree of Christmas trees. At the end, he's fighting Gary Busey
Oh
with
yeah,
Christmas
yeah,
lights
yeah.
in the
Of
background.
course, yeah, of course it is. Yeah, of course.
All right. I'm being swayed. Like I was a firm no, and I've done a bunch of these now, and 95% of my the answers I get is like yes, and I'm slowly getting swayed to the dark side here, Marcus. I don't know what's happening to me anymore. All right, maybe I'll have to join the yes camp. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes.
Man, I'm isolated in my little island here because I've been saying no for a long time now, but a lot of people have been saying yes and putting their reasons in front of me. In that context, though, if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, does that make Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie as well? Because Lethal Weapon is set during Christmas.
Yes,
Gary Busey in first song is like a Christmas song when a woman jumps out the window.
Yep. And I think the
Mel
credits
Gibson,
have a Christmas song, don't they?
We're going to see a Christmas song. Gary Busey and Mel Gibson doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the front yard with Christmas lights around them. I mean, that's a.
I think it. I think
does that count as well?
I think it probably would under those same rules, but there's just something about Die Hard that really pushes Christmas. Like they really make a big deal of it. Like they mention it all the time. There's Christmas trees everywhere. The music. There's just this big focus on it. Whereas I think it's a little more incidental. It's there, but it's a bit more on the sidelines with Lethal Weapon. But something about Die Hard, it really screams Christmas. I think because, again, it's all set on one night. It's all set on Christmas Eve. Whereas I think Lethal Weapon is sort of spaced out over the Christmas period.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel as I guess, as there's something very strong about Christmas in Die Hard. And that's why I think it's become a Christmas movie. So, so I consider it a Christmas movie.
The second one's set in Christmas as well, isn't it? Die Hard.
It is definitely, yeah. And I guess that would be a Christmas movie too, because it's got it's all set on Christmas Eve at the same time, and they're both Christmas movies.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes.
I think I'm on my own island here. Like I'm the one. Okay, well then to follow up, because I've asked this question now, so I think this is like the 11th or 12th Saturday conversation I had. So maybe one person has said no, in that, and so I'm slowly being swayed over to like the Die Hard is a Christmas movie camp. But then my follow-up question is, if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, then Lethal Weapon has to be a Christmas movie as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
It's inescapable. Both of them. I had this conversation with a good friend of mine the other day, and it's like, no, man, they're Christmas movies. Like Lethal Weapon, the first song you hear is Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle Bell Rock.
Christmas presents ever. There's the lights. Mel
Gibson's having a fake cocaine deal, having a cocaine deal in a Christmas tree store.
Trees, right?
He's doing jiu-jitsu with Gary Busey in the front of the house with Christmas lights everywhere.
Yeah. It's everywhere. Same with Die Hard. Like it's everywhere. Like they're Christmas movies. They're what I call non-traditional Christmas. Gremlins is too. non-traditional
okay.
Christmas movies, right? Like, Black Christmas, the original Black Christmas is, and I guess the two remakes too by default, but those are Christmas movies. They're what I watch every Christmas. Like,
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Everyone's telling me. I mean, if it takes place around Christmas or Christmas, it's Christmas movie. I mean, what can you say about it? Any movie that takes place on Christmas Day or around the holidays is gonna be a Christmas movie in my eyes. There's no reason not to. If they make a Spider-Man movie that's, around Christmas time or it's snowing, that's a Christmas movie to me. That's how I label it.
So in that case, then, if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, then Lethal Weapon has to be a Christmas movie as well, then, right?
Yes. Like I said, anything that takes place around the holidays with snow or actually on Christmas Day or around it, it's a Christmas movie in my eyes.
I know you love Die Hard. So I guess I might know the answer to this question. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
No, it's an action movie.
Okay, I'm going to ask again because I'm not sure if I heard you right. Because you're the one of maybe two, and that includes me, that has said this. So once again, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
No, Die Hard is an action movie that takes place during Christmas.
Thank you. You know how
I don't
much
understand
of an island I've been
this
on
whole
my own island here. I've been, looking for food. I got Wilson next to me.
We're both stranded on this island now, but hey, we're gonna help
Yeah,
each other.
welcome. Come, I got some, pine cones. I got some fire going on. Yes,
I get so annoyed with that argument, to be honest. Like people trying to, and even McTiernan said, yes, it's a Christmas movie. And I'm like, I understand you're the director, but you're wrong.
Yeah.
There's just, what correlation does it have for Christmas? Like, I guess you can draw all your own conclusions and you can easily make it up and be like, well, John McClane is the savior and these are all like the sinners or some crazy crap. I just don't buy that, and the book that it's based on is not a Christmas book. Nothing Lasts Forever. It's not a Christmas book. Christmas is just a setting, I don't understand. Like, I don't watch Die Hard and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation or A Christmas Story in the same vibe. It's not, Die Hard isn't part of my Christmas rotation, although I do like to watch it on Christmas Eve, but not because it's Christmas, but because the movie takes place on Christmas Eve. So I think that's cool. It's just kind of fun to watch it as a Christmas Eve movie, but not because of Christmas, just the fact that it takes place then. It's just a coincidental fun thing that you can do, but it makes no commentary about Christmas. It doesn't bring forth the Christmas vibes, It's like, yeah, there's lights. Yes, there's jingle bells in the score by Michael Kamen. It takes place during Christmas, so of course, but it is a finely tuned action film. And that is what it is, It has nothing to do with the holidays in that sense. There is no message there. So the message is about redemption for John McClane. And that's it. Redemption for a lot of characters, also redemption for Al Powell, right? That's ultimately what Die Hard is about. It's about redemption. And that's it.
Thank you. You're my new best friend. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
It can be. I don't know how to answer that. It can be. I mean, I think watching it at Christmas, yeah.
So this is more of kind of like a dealer's preference kind of thing. Like if you want it to be a Christmas movie, you can have it be a Christmas movie kind of deal.
Yeah, I mean that's the great thing about movies is they can be whatever you want them to be, And it's like, and that's what I like about films like that is because a lot of films people forget this. It's like connected to your nostalgia, and a lot of people watch it at Christmas and it's like, oh, so it's a Christmas movie, and that's kind of how I see it.
No, okay, I'm not going to say this is divided. I'm lying here because I'm in a negative on this one, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Die Hard. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes. I said no for many years. And I just recently changed my opinion on it. I think for many years, this is what I would say. I said Die Hard is a movie that just so happens to be set on Christmas, was always my theory on it. But now I think that so many people are saying that it's a Christmas movie and actually are putting it into their watching of Christmas films, and there's actually more Christmas in it than you would think, I would say if it is a Christmas movie, which I'm saying yes now, then so is Lethal Weapon. So,
Oh yeah, I say that all the time. So I'm always a nay on a Die Hard as a Christmas movie, and then I follow up with that Lethal Weapon must be a Christmas movie.
Right. So that's my thing is I'll
Yeah.
say yes because I never did. I'll say yes because I will then follow up and say, and then so is Lethal Weapon.
yeah, it has to be because Lethal. I'd actually argue that Lethal Weapon, that Die Hard actually took a lot of cues from Lethal Weapon in regards
yeah.
to the Christmas stuff, because the Lethal Weapon starts off with a Christmas song. I forgot which song it is when the girl jumps off the building. That's a Christmas song playing in the background, and at the end of the movie, Mel Gibson and Gary Busey having a jiu-jitsu fight in the front lawn, and surrounding them is like Christmas lights and everything. It's yeah. So if you're going for one, you have to go with the other 100%.
And that's my point.
Die Hard, is it a Christmas movie?
Absolutely. It's about a man trying to get home with his family for the holidays. Takes place on Christmas Eve at a Christmas party, and it is filled with Christmas music. But at the core of it, it's about a man trying to get home to his family on Christmas. That's the actual plot of the movie. That's not a reinterpretation of it. It just happens to also be in the action genre.
In that case, then can Lethal Weapon be considered an action movie as well? I mean, a Christmas movie as well?
I don't throw Lethal. I need to rewatch. It's been actually surprisingly long since I've watched Lethal Weapon. I need to rewatch it under that grid, but I don't see Lethal Weapon as a Christmas movie because it's set during Christmas. There's some Christmas music, there's Christmas trees, but the central plot line about the enemies and everything, the goal of the characters, it's not actually Christmas themed. It's not like there is an element of Riggs finding a family, but it's not finding a family for Christmas. So I'd have to rewatch it to see if I could get, but I don't. My gut reaction is no, that's a action movie set at Christmas. Die Hard is a movie about a man going to a Christmas party trying to get home to his family on Christmas. So I think that's that fundamental difference. There's a Christmas theme, Christmas soaked in Christmas, but it's the genre of action movie.
Thank you for watching the Matt's Movie Reviews channel. Please subscribe for more reviews, podcast interviews, and exclusive content.